you know, this is the greatest tournament of all time. There's nothing that rivals it. There's nothing compares. The people in the stands, the sponsors that show up, it is truly the greatest thing ever. And whether you catch 0 fish or, you know, win the tournament, it is still a pleasure to be here. And I'm just going to enjoy every minute of it. All right, guys, day one here at the Bassmaster Classic, and it's going to be a good day. You know, got a lot of tough winds to you know, combat with, but you know, everybody else has the same conditions as we do. You know, it's going to be, you know, anywhere from 20 to 40 mile per hour gusts today, so we're going to be trying to stay safe out there along with catch plenty of bass. And but this is what we wait all year for. This is what we fish the entire year for, and this is the biggest event for us. Day one, about to back in and then drive over to the ramp, so I'm excited. I mean, this is the one that we got to really show out on. Found a good bit of fish in practice, had a really good practice. It's just, can we get to the fish? Can we fish it for them effectively and get back to the boat ramp? That's going to be the main thing this week, and put the fish in the boat. So wish us luck. Hopefully we stay safe out there, and have a good day. And we'll check with y'all back in, check in, and hopefully we have a big bag for y'all.
Two-time Classic qualifier, Bassmaster Open winner, a former EQ Angler of the Year from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, J.T. Thompkins.
If this pocket will stay protected and I can stay in here long enough, I could really catch it, I think. The only thing is, I don't know with it being early if that's gonna hurt it, because I never fish in here real early. The waves are already bigger than I thought they'd be, you know, for what it is, for what little wind we got. And it's supposed to pick up double. Yeah. Gosh dang it. Just break that? Yeah, I did. Yep. Yep, I knew I broke it as soon as I stepped on it. Nope, I shattered the whole reel. I hope that's the case. Gosh dang. How much you got? Huh? I got 0. That whole side's gone. There's like 4 footers on everything. Yeah. Well, I want to stay out your way, because heck, that entire side's blown out. Where should I go to just, yeah, because that whole side of the lake's gone. So, I'm going to just start running all our stuff. Yeah. 4 people started in there, all left in the first 40 minutes. It's just impossible. I mean, as you can see, dude, it's bad. Like, it's 5-footers out there. I just need a limit. Be careful. I have a feeling it's going to get a lot worse than I thought it was today. Like, a lot worse. But whatever direction it's blowing, it's going to blow. Like, if it's blowing north, it's really blowing northeast and northwest. It's not necessarily one direction. No. It's gonna be, it hasn't even picked up either. It's about to be really bad. Like, really bad. I was has zero. It was a rough day.
His second Bassmaster Classic. The last one he qualified through the Bassmaster Opens. This one through the Bassmaster Elite Series. A tough day at the office for JT Thompkins. What happened out there?
I really don't know. You know, it's one of those days where you don't know what happened. I had probably one of the greatest practices I've ever had. My practice partner, Trey, had probably one of the greatest practices, and we were near each other, and I just made a few errors. Just something you can't do on a tough fishery where a lot of people are weighing in 3-4 fish, especially when they're quality. But all my equipment performed great. You know, all my sponsors, there was no faults of theirs. It was all faults of mine. And I just got to take that and move on to the next day. It's the darkest before the dawn. So that's just what we're going to look forward to tomorrow.
A humbling day, obviously, but hey, you're crossing the Classic stage. And once again, I remember talking to you after you fished your first Classic through the Opens, and you're like, I need to figure out a way to do this for a living. You're doing it, and I'm expecting big things tomorrow. Can you bring it in here?
I'm going to try to give some space to my practice partner because I really think he's got a good shot, and I really would love to see him perform at a... So I'm going to try to go do my own thing and separate myself and try to build on what I might have learned today in a different area of the lake and just go have fun and enjoy the moment. You know, this is the greatest tournament of all time. There's nothing that rivals it. There's nothing compares. The people in the stands, the sponsors that show up, it is truly the greatest thing ever. And whether you catch 0 fish or, you know, win the tournament, it is still a pleasure to be here. And I'm just going to enjoy every minute of it and move on to the next tournament.
It's a great attitude. Look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow.
Alright guys, day 2 here. Had a really tough day 1. Just couldn't get things going. The wind was tough and we made a bad decision early in the morning and fished the windy side while it was a little bit calmer. And by the time I got to the good side, it was already blowing so hard that it made it really hard to execute. And I lost a few fish and kind of just had one of those days where a lot of things went wrong. Broke some reels. Had just had a few issues, but still at the Bassmaster Classic, got day 2. We're gonna try to go do something completely different today because we were around Trey and he's got a shot to win it. So we're gonna try to give him some space, go do some stuff that's a little bit different in different areas, and just go have a good day. You know, it's the Classic, so we're gonna try to have as much fun as possible, catch a few fish, and just see what happens. So we'll see how it goes, and see you win. Smoked it too.
Yeah, I don't get it. I pulled hard into the last one, so I decided to ease into that one because I know they're not getting it good. They still come off. I don't know what to do about that. I think I might have found them because I've seen a bunch. No, it's fine. Dude, I think I found them actually. I didn't lose them, but he hit it, 2.5. He hit it right there, probably between 6 and 7, and it just pulled off. And I didn't think they were bass, but I've seen 3 floaters and they all react. And I think I finally figured out how to get them to bite. Yeah, you just gotta leave it still and just let them come and get it. Like, wait forever. There we go. It's not the big one though. Yep. Yep, thank you. They're just pulling in here. Just. Thank you. 3.5. Yeah, these are the most like confusing fish. They're just floating, and then every single one is bit it when it's rising. If I can get my jerkbait to bite or float, like the 3 that I had in here that I couldn't get to bite, I took the hook off, put a light one on it, and then every single one I put in front of, it'll be sitting there, and there's, I think it's because all the dead shad, and the dead shad are floating to the surface. I don't know, that's just a guess. That's a better one. Thank you. There we go. 6. Prototype outcast jig. My jig caught me one. Dude, I went to go reel it out of the tree. She came off the bottom. I flipped it right back in there. She ate it like a foot below the surface. Should not have boat flipped it, but I did. Over 6. Whoops. No, I am the exact polar opposite of this. Usually I am running 50, 60 spots in a day like I was this morning. Like, dude, I hate this. This is not me. But I also know this is what works in Texas. You gotta do it.
So what's your goal for today? Catch a limit?
Catch a limit, get a good bag, and just learn a little bit from yesterday. Gosh, dang it. I got 5. Yeah. On the old check collector.
Had a very uncharacteristically tough day yesterday, but a little redemption here today for the 2-time Classic qualifier, a former EQ Angler of the Year, and Bassmaster Open winner. Let's hear it for JT Thompkins. 5 fish here today for JT Thompkins. Much better day today. 17 pounds, 14 ounces, puts him in 32nd place. Obviously outside of the cut, but after a goose egg yesterday, that's got to feel good. A little redemption on Ray Roberts. JT, I know it's not the result you had hoped coming into this event, but it's got to feel good to get a little redemption.
Absolutely. You're not going to get the turnout you always want every single tournament, and you got to be just as good at losing as you are winning in this sport, and that's one thing that I've learned so much in this sport, growing as an angler. And you just got to look at the bright side. I mean, we're still at the Bassmaster Classic. All these people still come to show up to watch us, and it's because of y'all that this is all possible for us to make this happen. I mean, it's all a dream, and it wouldn't be a dream if these people weren't in these stands and these sponsors weren't in the expo making it possible for us. So I want to give a big shout out to all my sponsors. FXR Dakota Lithium, they keep me comfortable and working hard all week. They work just as hard as I do. And then every one of my fish came off an Outcast tackle jig. It's actually my brand new signature series jig, the check collector, and that's what it does. It collects checks, and it put that big fish in the boat for me today. And I really appreciate Camus and Mercury. They've done an awesome job this whole week, and I really appreciate it. And on the back of all my baits and flipping, everything is Chomp on D's. It's a soft plastics company. It's also an amazing company for getting kids into the sport. They have these boxes called Fishables, and it's basically a collection of baits for these kids that are going to ponds. We want to get kids into the sport, and that's what this company is about. These boxes have a collection of baits that, these kids are going to these ponds. They always want to change baits, learn about the sport, and you don't have to go buy 20 bags of baits to get a selection. You can go to their website, chomponds.com, and buy you a Fishables, and it has everything these kids need to go out there and have a great time and try to duplicate what we're doing out here on the TV.
Love seeing it. Look forward to seeing you in the Bassmaster Elite Series. One thing we've all been seeing is all of these attract.
I've never been there.
Oh, really?
I've had family go there a lot and stuff.
Well, I hear about it so much. Everyone I talk to has been to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and I don't see it like that as a tourist town because I grew up there, but I guess everybody does. Ease your way into the system when it comes to sponsorships, and then whenever you go to make your push, they'll help you out. And that's the big thing, is make sure you get your sponsors behind you, and then once you get to the opens, just work harder than everybody else around you, and you can make it. That's one thing I can give you.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right now. I'll be there.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Looking forward to it. Yeah, absolutely. Want me to sign your hat?
Yep. Oh, there you go. I got 2 signs on.
Oh yeah? We'll make it fit somewhere.
You gotta go get on the Outcast yet.
Oh yeah, absolutely. My new signature series jig, I caught a 6.5 pounder on it yesterday. It'll be coming out soon.
Oh yeah.
We got a brand new jig Outcast with Outcast.